manos arriba en símbolo de paz, portando el tricolor, y en primera fila los diputados.
Vamos caminando hacia el CNE. Queremos paz, queremos libertad, queremos democracia. Honra tu palabra, Vladimir Padrino.
Aún así no hubo espacio para la negociación. Las tanquetas de la Guardia Nacional avanzaron rápidamente para dispersar la protesta sin que los manifestantes pudieran acercarse al piquete. Algunos insistían en avanzar y superar a los funcionarios de la Policía Nacional Bolivariana, pero las bombas lacrimógenas lanzadas sin cesar los hicieron retroceder una y otra vez.
No importa, esto es avanzar, seguir todos los días. Esto es una lucha de fuerza, de resistencia. Somos un taladro que va horadando y vamos para adelante, eso es lo importante.
Querían llegar a la sede del Consejo Nacional Electoral para protestar en contra de la constituyente.
No convocaron al pueblo como tenía que ser.
Para mí, esa constituyente no va.
Al son de las cacerolas manifestaban su descontento con la actual administración.
Ya no aguantamos esta situación. Porque yo no me voy a ir de Venezuela, señores. Yo me quedo aquí. Señor, primero se va la dictadura que nosotros aquí en Venezuela. Por él fuera estaría de los primeros.
El llamado del ministro de Defensa no fue acatado.
No quiero ver un guardia nacional más cometiendo una atrocidad en la calle. El que se aparte de la línea de Estado, de la preeminencia de los derechos humanos, del respeto a los derechos humanos y que se comporte no como un profesional, entonces tiene que asumir su responsabilidad.
La represión fue aún peor.
La situación esta hora es la Policía Nacional Bolivariana quien reprime a los manifestantes en la avenida Francisco de Miranda a la altura de Chacaíto. No han llegado al piquete.
Fuimos salvajemente reprimidos con gases lacrimógenos. No puedo hablarles de la cantidad de personas que están ahogadas, no tengo números. Decenas que están ahogadas, que están lesionadas.
London's Metropolitan Police have named 2 of the men who allegedly killed 7 people and injured dozens more near London Bridge late on Saturday. Detectives have also revealed that one of them was previously known to police and Britain's Domestic Security Service MI5. 27-year-old Khurram Shahzad Butt, seen here on the left, was a Pakistani-born British citizen. The second assailant has been named as 30-year-old Rashid Redouan, who is also known as Rashid El-Qadar. He reportedly claimed to be Moroccan and Libyan. Both men lived in the same area of East London, where police made a number of arrests on Monday morning, adding to the 12 detained following raids in Barking over the weekend. As the investigation continues to establish the identity of the third attacker, London's Mayor Sadiq Khan led a vigil in honour of the victims.
London stands in defiance against this cowardly attack on our city, our people, our values and our way of life. As the Mayor of London, I want to send a clear message to the sick and evil extremists who commit these hideous crimes. We will defeat you. You will not win.
Officials say 36 people remain in hospital, with 18 critically ill.
With victory cheers ringing in the ears of the newly elected British government, the B word will loom large from minute one as negotiations on the terms of Britain's departure from the European Union begin in earnest on June the 19th. It's the single greatest challenge faced by a British government since the Second World War. In her election campaign, Theresa May banged home the slogan, strong and stable. But where is the strength in doing a deal with 27 united EU member states represented by the European Commission? And what is stable about an uncertain future? An amicable divorce, a hard Brexit, a soft Brexit, a grey Brexit. Brexit means Brexit.
Last night, our country fell victim to a brutal terrorist attack once again.
The recent terrorist murders in London and Manchester have plunged the issue of UK security into the heart of the political debate, and under the microscope, Conservative cuts to frontline policing. Since 2010, there are 20,000 less police officers on the streets, not to mention similar cuts to backroom civilian staff. May insists the force is well resourced and has made no mention of any additional staff. Labour says it will provide funds for 10,000 new on the beat bobbies. The NHS poses a perennial political problem. Costs are going one way and that's up. The factors are not necessarily in the hands of politicians. An ageing and growing population, along with evolving healthcare issues such as obesity and diabetes and antibiotic resistance. The Nuffield Trust estimates that 17,000 more hospital beds are needed by 2022 and staff morale is at an all-time low. The National Health Service, formed in 1948, is sick. Is cash the cure? The Conservatives have vowed $8 billion by 2020 and Labour and the Lib Dems $6 billion per year. Root health is far from certain.
North Korea has fired what appears to have been several land-to-ship missiles off its east coast. It's the latest in a series of missile tests in defiance of international pressure to halt its weapons program. The launches come less than a week since the UN Security Council passed fresh sanctions against Pyongyang. A spokesperson for South Korea's defense ministry said the projectiles appeared to have been short-range cruise missiles which flew about 200 kilometers before falling into the sea. Seoul and Washington are currently analyzing the data. The isolated country has been conducting such tests at an unprecedented pace in an effort to develop an intercontinental ballistic missile capable of hitting the mainland United States. Under its leader, Kim Jong-un, it's also tested 2 nuclear bombs since the beginning of 2016.
US President Donald Trump has nominated a new director of the FBI. Christopher Wray was a former US Assistant Attorney General under President George W. Bush, serving in the Justice Department's Criminal Division from 2003 to 2005. He currently works in private practice, where he handles various white-collar criminal and regulatory enforcement cases. White House spokesperson Sean Spicer said Trump met last week with candidates for the FBI director post, including Wray. The announcement comes the day before former FBI Director James Comey is scheduled to testify before the Senate Intelligence Committee on Moscow's alleged interference and any potential ties to Trump's campaign or associates. Comey was sacked by Trump last month.
Be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help God. Thank you very much.
People in Britain go to the polls today after a hotly contested election race. Prime Minister Theresa May began her campaign for the Conservatives with a comfortable margin in the opinion polls, but that lead was whittled away in recent weeks. The campaign was overshadowed by terrorism, following the recent attacks in Manchester and London, which left 29 people dead and many others injured. Labour's Jeremy Corbyn is hoping for an upset for his party after years in opposition. The debate over Brexit and the future of the UK economy were the focus of heated exchanges.
Accompagniamo poi lo spazio commerciale e ora non sta back e deporte con nostro collega Carl Reiter.
Diamond Scrap, situat net banda de supermercat.